Listen to Rock the Walls with Patrick Walford, Saturdays 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Adobe Radio.
I'm Ben Savage, and I play guitar in Whitechapel.
Now, this fall, you guys are going to be going out on a run with the Devil Wears Prada and Shikari and Ford today. And I mean, you know, going from a tour like this, what did it come down to for you guys to decide to tour with that package?
I don't know, just more exposure to our type of music, our brand of music. You know, that we call Whitechapel. You know, I mean, we'll play in front of anybody who's willing to listen. So we don't choose a tour just like, oh man, that tour's too, you know. It's not more our style, but I mean but we like to do those tours. That's the tours we like to do. I mean, these metal tours are great, but you know, we could only do so many metal tours before you recycle the same, you know, amount of type of fans and stuff. So
definitely. Yeah, I guess with doing Warped Tour last year as well, you guys kind of had an idea of what kind of a draw you guys would get from that type of crowd who are also into bands like Ford Today and Shikari and the Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, Warped Tour went over really well for us. So it's like, so I mean, I guess, you know, just to, you know, I guess for our style of music, if you just like something heavy, you know, then we got something for you, you know. If you like it heavy, fast, you know, I think everybody likes it like that too. So that's just our thing. We don't like to brand ourselves, you know, with one type of music fan base. So.
And as far as with you guys releasing a new Era of Corruption last year, how far along are you guys in the writing process for a next record? Have you guys even began at this point in time?
Yeah, we began. We're always writing, like fiddling around with ideas. We usually just collect a bunch of riffs and ideas, and then about 2 months before we go in the studio, we start piecing it all together.
Now, with the way your last recording was with Jason Sokoff, you know, talking to Phil before it was released, kind of about how you guys were a lot more prepared this time around. As far as some ideas kind of being brought forward, what do you really feel kind of a direction you guys are going to go in on your next record to kind of expand your sound and kind of take Whitechapel to the next level?
I'm not sure. It's like too early to tell. We're just collecting our riffs and just like throwing out ideas and stuff. Usually, you know, 2 months before we go in, a month before we go in, we start to have like, you know, more of a full picture of what the record's going to be like. So I don't know. It's too early to tell right now. I think it's gonna be better. I hope it's gonna be better. So I wouldn't settle for, you know, we wouldn't settle for anything less than what we, you know, did before. So
getting to it on a tour like this, where there's bands like Dying Fetus and Darkest Hour and some of these other bands that have been around for a while, for you guys to kind of be able to get a chance to headline with some of these bands, what's that really like for you in that standpoint?
Yeah, I know it's really, you know, we've worked really hard to get to this point. But still, it's like, you gotta like look back and be like, wow, we're playing with, you know, bands like Dying Fetus and Darkest Hour who've been around for, you know, like over a decade, and, you know, and Black Dahlia Murder, who we've like looked up to since, you know, we started playing this type of music. And so it's really, you know, it's really cool. You know, it just shows, you know, if you work hard at something we're just a group of individuals that are like driven, you know, each of us brings something else to the table, you know, so it's just shows our hard work's paid off, and it's really nice, you know, we get to, you know, enjoy the fruits of our labors and whatnot.
And as far as yourself and kind of just taking a look at, you know, you guys have been a band for a while, but I mean, obviously compared to bands like Dying Fetus and Darkest Hour, you guys are really young into your band's career, and I mean, you know, kind of seeing what metal music is at this point in time, just, you know, the broad spectrum of metal music, you know, combining deathcore and metalcore, just the entire thing, and seeing how it seems like with a lot of younger kids now, you're starting to see like the Warped Tour crowd, it's more being geared towards, you know, some of the heavier bands with, you know, the main stage bands this year. I think there's about, you know, over half the main stage bands are metalcore, metal bands, and I mean, to kind of see that and kind of see, you know, a lot more tours like this happening in the summer as opposed to smaller tours for smaller bands. You know, you have Mayhem, Summer Slaughter, the All Stars tour. You know, to kind of see stuff like that, and where it's more of these bands, even though there's more band, there's more competition. You're seeing a lot of these big festival tours. I mean, to kind of look at it from that standpoint, what's it really like for you? Do you think that this is going to kind of be the future way that you're going to start to see more of these tours year round and not just the summertime?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty amazing how, you know, music that we were playing, you know, that's not really that commercially accessible, is like having so many like huge tours and, you know, bringing in so much, you know, fans and people for it. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's only gonna make us step our game up, and you know, just try to try to, just keep a job, I guess, and not have to go back to home life. But I don't know. I think it's great. More bands, more, I guess, breeds more fans, and hopefully those fans will find out about us, sometime. So I don't know.
As far as tour plans coming up, just pretty much that Devil Wears Prada tour, you guys are just going to chill out, or you guys have any other touring plans internationally?
After this tour, we're supposed to go to Australia for Soundwave, but apparently I found out yesterday that Van Halen dropped off, so they have to cancel the whole thing. Well, we'll be home for an extra 2 weeks, which wouldn't be that bad, but I still really would love to play Australia again. So.
Well, thanks a lot for joining me today, Ben. Something I like to do with the bands I interview is I get them to choose a song from their catalog, and that song by any band, any artist, any genre. So if you want to pick a Whitechapel song and a song by any other band, go for it.
Let's see, Whitechapel, let's say Reprogrammed to Hate, track 4 off A New Era of Corruption, and let's say a song from another band that I really love. Let's say Mastodon, Capillarian Crest, off their album Blood Mountain. That's it.
Listen to Rock the Walls with Patrick Walford, Saturdays 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Adobe Radio.